Hey everyone, welcome back and happy 2023. We made it for another year, and in today's video I thought I'd share with you 10 ways that I'm planning to do a thoughtful reset. I really do like the idea of starting fresh and sort of looking back on the year that has just passed and thinking about all the things you want to do or achieve in the future. I don't think that it needs to be done all in 1 month or that you need to start all these brand new habits in January to do it, but I do like to sort of plan my year and slowly but thoughtfully develop systems and habits to achieve some of those goals. So if you're thinking about doing the same, these are 10 ways to reset for 2023. And this video is sponsored by Native, but I'll talk about them more a little later on. The first thing I like to do is a year in review. You can do this in any way you want. You can go analog with a pen and paper or in your journal, on the Notes app in your phone, or even in like a photo dump on Instagram. But knowing where you've been in 2022 will help you decide where you want to go for 2023. Which brings me into my next step, and that is to create a vision for your year. List out the things that you want to do more of and the things you want to do less of. To make this a little bit more clear, I like to divide this into categories, and that's money, home, health, mind, style, relationships, and career. If I miss one, feel free to add it, but knowing that I've looked back at my 2022, I like to look forward in 2023 in all of these areas. So for example, for money, I need to buy a new car this year, so I want to save $10,000 to do that. And for things like health, I want to be able to work out a lot more consistently this year and even start going back to exercise classes. These visions can be as small and as practical as you want them to be, but you can also really dream big here. No judgment here, even if you think it's completely unattainable and unrealistic, write it down, manifest that. And speaking of resetting in 2023, I'm aiming to make some more sustainable, eco-friendly swaps in my everyday routine, which brings me into today's sponsor, Native. Right now I've been using the cotton and lily scent from their new sensitive range, which is baking soda free. It has like a really mild sort of fresh fragrance to it, so it's not too overpowering. They also sent me their eucalyptus and mint, which is really nice, earthy, and fresh. And I've been a longtime fan of the coconut vanilla. This one smells like cookies. They're aluminum free, paraben free, vegan, cruelty free, and they've recently improved their plastic free packaging that's fully recyclable. So you save 37 grams of single-use plastic with every plastic-free deodorant purchase. They're also part of 1% for the Planet, committing 1% of plastic-free deodorant sales to environmental nonprofits. So if you're interested in trying Native, the 3-pack of the plastic-free deodorants normally goes for $39, but if you use my code MACHAS, you can get them for $26, which saves 33%. And that code will also save you 20% off their body wash and lotions if you want to check that out. Thanks, Native! Checks out. Let's go back into the video. Once you've created your vision for 2023, the next thing you can do is to start making a plan for it. So to do this, I like to choose the top 3 or 4 things that stand out to me the most. It could be goals or places I want to travel, things I want to buy, things I want to learn. Whatever it is, choose the one that gets you the most excited. Which brings me into step 4, which is to plan those things out with crystal clear specificity. Let's say it's a trip to Europe that you want to take. Actually, that's one of the things that's on my 2023 vision board. I really want to do a lot more traveling this year. I want to write down where it is I'm going. Am I flying direct? Where am I staying? What am I eating? What restaurants are we going to? The deeper you get into the specifics, the more clear the vision. And then this way it doesn't feel so abstract and something that you just end up saying in passing, like, oh yeah, we'll go to Europe this year. But if you start mapping out that trip and that goal in such detail that you can almost taste the food that you're going to be eating, will not only get you really excited about reaching that goal, but it will help you start thinking about the next steps, which is creating your system to actually make that happen. Because just like James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, says, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. Setting a goal and having a vision is one thing, but it's your systems and the things that you do every single day that are actually going to get you to your goals. So if we take the example of travel, that's the goal, but the system that you create around achieving this goal will get you asking questions and taking actions to actually meet it. So questions like, how much money do I need? What do I need to do to make that money? Do I need to eliminate certain spending from my budget? There's tons of things that you can think about and systems that you can map out to reach that goal that you envision. Number 6 is to do a deep clean. The new year is the time to dust your baseboards and vacuum your mattress. I love doing a deep clean in January. You can do it all at once if you want, or you can split it up over time like I plan to do, it's always good vibes when you have a clean and fresh space to welcome the new year. Number 7 is to declutter. Since I'm doing a no buy January, one of the things that I'm going to be doing to make sure I succeed is to spend more time with the things I already have. This also means that I have to get an understanding of where I'm starting from. Since I need to figure out my baseline, this is also a great opportunity to just go through everything and declutter things that I no longer see value in or that no longer bring me joy. I've got a whole life declutter video coming up for you this month, but I'm going to be tackling sort of one section at a time. So places like my kitchen, my office, and my desk space here, my closet, and even places like my car. But now is a great time to tidy and reorganize all the spaces that you feel may be overwhelmed by or that have been collecting a little bit more junk than you would like to admit. The month of January in a new year is as perfect of a time as any to get that little refresh. Number 8 is to do a spending analysis. If you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, and if you haven't, please do, I would love to have you, then you know a lot of us here have some financial goals. But if you haven't been doing things like budgeting or tracking your spending, and even if you have been, I think it's a good idea to look back at the last 3 to 6 months or even a year to see where you've been spending your money. This can reveal places where you felt like you may have overspent, but it can also reveal areas that you might want to spend more money on in the coming year. You may find that you're perfectly happy with how you spent your money, but if there's areas that you may want to improve upon, looking back and doing a spending analysis can really help you see where you can make some adjustments in your budget. Number 9 is to take a break. Do a bit of a detox. So this can be things like alcohol, takeout, shopping, anything that you just feel like you might want to take a break from. In the month of November, I took a break from alcohol for 30 days. And in the month of January, I'm doing a shopping detox. I think taking a break is good, and in some cases, you might not even miss it. I've only had 2 drinks since cutting out alcohol, and I didn't really enjoy them when I had them. So I'm kind of over drinking moving forward, so I have that detox and that break to thank for it. And number 10 is to do something that you've been putting off. This can be something big or small, but it's something that you've just been putting off and that you keep deprioritizing on your to-do list. For me, for example, I need to get new socks. It's a new year, it's been annoying, I'm gonna get new socks. So it's the start of another new year, and those are 10 things that I'll be doing in preparation for it. By the time this video goes up, we're well into the new year already, but I think these are things that don't have to happen overnight, and they certainly don't even have to happen in the month of January. They're just things that you can think about slowly but surely as you move through the new year, but I hope they give you some ideas to think about how you can get your year started so you can start working towards your own goals. Thanks again to Native for sponsoring this video. And if you want to save 33% on your first Native deodorant pack, you can use the code MACHAS, and I'll make sure to leave everything in the description below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It helps me out so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. See you in the next one.